Hello, BTS lovers. Is it true that Jungkook, who has always been known as the toughest figure on the global stage, finally couldn't hold back tears when he hugged Jimin in the last moments before their separation? Is this just a momentary rumor blown by the wind of social media, or is there a touching truth that the public does not yet know in full, in a tense and emotional atmosphere that shows a close embrace between Jungkook and Park Jimin, two BTS members who for years have been known to have a closeness that is difficult to separate by distance or time. But this time, not in the framework of album promotions, world tour concerts, or ordinary behind-the-scenes content. This is a rare moment that takes place outside the spotlight of the stage, behind the scenes, without stage makeup or the light of spotlights. And what is even more surprising, there were tears. Not just from the ARMY watching, but from Jungkook himself. Amid the ARMY's worldwide speculation and unease, one question resonated. What was really going on behind that embrace? Does this mark a bigger breakup than it seems? A Big Hit Entertainment staff member, who requested anonymity, confirmed that the hug was not part of a promotional agenda or content engineering. It was purely a personal moment that happened backstage. We were also surprised when some footage started leaking, he said in an unofficial statement given to one of the media outlets. According to the same source, the moment occurred just hours before Jimin was scheduled to carry out his military duties. Although all BTS members have completed their military service, what makes this farewell feel deeper is the emotional context that comes with it. Jungkook, who in various interviews has been known as a quiet person who rarely expresses his feelings verbally, this time was seen hugging Jimin very tightly with teary eyes. He said something that only Jimin could hear, the source said. And after that, the two of them didn't say anything for quite a while, just sitting there, hugging each other. Jungkook's last words to Jimin became a source of great speculation. Many fans speculated that he said something related to the fear of time distance and separation. Others believe that the words are an expression of the deepest gratitude and respect from a friend who has been together through more than a decade of ups and downs in the global entertainment world. However, what makes this issue more widespread is the ARMY's response. In a short time, social media was flooded with replays of the hug video with various interpretations and speculative transcripts. Some included the subtitle, "Don't Change, Hyung," while others wrote, "I'll be waiting for you." But until now, there's been no official confirmation of the exact sentence spoken. A number of Korean pop culture experts consider this moment as an important symbol of the deep emotional connection between BTS members that has been the foundation of the group's strength. Professor Min-Young Hwang of Yonsei University's Faculty of Media and Communication stated that moments like this not only touch the hearts of fans, but also reinforce the narrative of authenticity and emotional connectedness that have characterized BTS since the beginning of their careers. It's not about celebrities showing emotion. It's about two individuals who are already like a family, facing the uncertainty of time and the system that separates them, Hwang said in his analysis published by the Korea Times. Even more troubling, a large fanbase suspects that the hug also carries hidden meaning regarding BTS's future as a group. In recent months, there has been speculation that the group's hiatus will last longer than previously thought. This issue is further reinforced by the lack of joint promotional activities since mid-2024 and the decision of some members to be more active in solo projects. But on the other hand, not a few see the moment of the hug as proof that the bond between the members remains intact even if they temporarily part ways. Jungkook, who recently wrapped up his solo global tour and earned international critical acclaim for his solo album Golden, nevertheless pointed out that his emotional priorities have never changed. He is still the golden magne who was first known to the world because of his love for his Hyung, especially Jimin, who has been known as soulmate in the eyes of many fans. In a previous interview with Rolling Stone, Jungkook said, "Jimin Hyung is a person who always reminds me of who I am outside of all the spotlight." This sentence is now linked again to the incident of the hug, as if it were proof that their closeness was not just a public image. It is a human relationship built on trust, shared experience, and deep mutual respect. Big Hit Music until now has not given an official statement regarding the moment, in addition to appealing to the public and the media to respect the privacy of their artists. However, The surge of emotion and reaction from fans shows that the moment has left an impact that goes far beyond the usual world of entertainment. Many of the soldiers stated that the hugs and tears were a representation of the sense of loss they also felt, considering BTS has been a part of their lives for more than a decade. Solidarity campaigns have also sprung up in different parts of the world. In Seoul, New York, Jakarta, and Berlin, several ARMY communities held Purple Hug gatherings, where fans gathered, sang BTS songs together, and hugged each other in solidarity. The goal is not only to remember the moment, but also to show collective support for all BTS members who are facing military service or emotionally demanding solo projects. A number of media analysts claim that this incident has marked a new chapter in the relationship between the artist and her fans. What happened between Jungkook and Jimin is not only a personal emotional reflection, but also a symbol of how celebrity-fan relationships have evolved into a form of two-way empathy. The popular culture columnist for The Guardian wrote in a special review, "In the midst of all these narratives, one thing is certain. No one can deny the authenticity of the emotions shown in the embrace. In a world full of image construction and promotional strategies, moments like this are rare exceptions. When an international superstar cries not because of failure, not because of the pressure of the stage, but because of the departure of a friend who has always been part of the pulse of his life. The question now is, how will BTS's relationship and career continue after this? Is the hug a symbol of a temporary separation that will be greeted with a stronger reunion, or a sign that a certain era of BTS is really approaching its end? And furthermore, what is the psychological impact of such a deep emotional pressure on the members of a group that has so far seemed strong in the eyes of the world? One thing is certain, the tears shed in that embrace have crossed the boundaries of language, country, and fandom. It became the universal language of unspoken loss and love, as well as an indirect promise that, despite the separation of time and duty, their hearts remained bound together in a harmony that nothing could stop, including time. And perhaps, as Jimin said in one of his letters to the army last year, time can separate the body, but not the heart. These words now resonate, more relevant than ever, amid a silent embrace that has spoken far more than 1,000 words. What was the emotional trigger of this magnitude for Jungkook? Observers say that the intensity of the relationship between BTS members goes far beyond ordinary professional relationships. Over the course of their 11+ years of living together, from cramped dormitories early in their careers, to rough times without industry recognition, to finally winning Grammys and performing on the world stage, the experiences formed a bond very rarely found in any other music group. For Jungkook, Jimin is not just Hyung or a group friend. In various interviews and live broadcasts, he often refers to Jimin as the figure who most often looks after him when he is experiencing a crisis of confidence. In the early days of his debut, when the pressure on performance and public expectations was so great, Jimin was the first to come to Jungkook's room to check on his condition, give him food, or just accompany him in silence. That kind of closeness is not something formed by labels or management. It grows organically, and precisely because of this, when separated, the impact is much heavier. In a V-Live broadcast a few months before Jimin's enlistment was announced, Jungkook once revealed indirectly, "There will be times when we might not be able to perform together for a while. But the most important thing is that we know that we are waiting for each other." At the time, it was just a form of hope for the future of BTS. But now, many fans believe it was a coded message from Jungkook about the time of the breakup that he already knew was coming.